Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. And today, we have the release of another new unit. A unit that we've been waiting for a while, because his character model was in game, and then he became a boss in game, and then we were like, when are we going to get the character itself? Well, today is the day. Carrion has dropped in Slime, and he is a very good support unit for this cracked ass space team. He is a attack growth type, so obviously he's going to hit decently hard physical attack, and he is a single target ult, which really works in his favor because that means that we've gotten 3 single targets and 1 AoE for space, which most likely means that we might get an AoE for the third banner unit, but we'll just have to wait another week and see how that actually turns out. But single target, his first skill we already knew from the teaser image is he increases his own attack up to 20%, mine's only at 14 right now, and then he increases all allies' crit damage by 20%. So that works very, very well with the Masked Heroes' crit rate and crit resistance down. So you're doing guaranteed crits, you've increased the amount of damage they take from crits, and you're buffing how much damage you do on a crit. And it's only 15 points, so it's relatively cheap. Well, no, not relatively, it is cheap. Straight up, it's cheap to do 20% extra damage on crits when you're already doing so much more. His second skill is something that I wanted from him. If it wasn't going to be some other kind of big buff, I wanted him to be an orb changer, and he is an orb changer. So 2 oranges to 2 blues increases the gauge by 9%. I did level that one up more because I want that gauge increase more than anything else. This just means that he has a definite place on the space team. And now I kind of have to pick and choose. Who do I want more? But that's a question I'll probably save for a different video. But now we're going to do the Big Daddy damage test on him using, the typical team. I've decided that for all the damage tests, I'm going to leave it as Veldora because the space Veldora, yes, will stack up and he will allow the Carrion to do more damage. But Veldora is he's consistent across the board, and I've tested every unit using him, so I feel like it's not good to break that now. So we'll test his normal damage, and then we'll come back when we can get all of his buffs on. So I'll see you soon. Okay, let's go ahead and send his first ult just to get some baseline damage. Obviously we're not doing like the normal Predator battle, so his numbers will look better than some of the other tests that we've done with the space units because we didn't have Predator battle at the time, but it's here, we're going to use it, and it's against type advantage, so I mean, you're going to use Carrion type advantage. There's no harm in this. So his first ult, with no buffs active, we'll go ahead and watch it the first time. The same ult as the story. I kind of wish he stayed in his awakened beast form for the entire fight, but that's just me. 15,009. That's pretty good. That's pretty good right there. Let's come back when we have everything boosted up. Alright, we are back. Let's begin the boosting for the Big Daddy damage test. So there's the ult boost. Go ahead and bring Carrion in for Millen now that we've opened that spot. And now we will use the Pierce boost, attack boost, his own crit damage buff. And then, nope. And then the last one is the hero. Alright. So we've got everything that we could load onto him right now, and Veldora is debuffed by that 20% from the hero. Or is it 30%? It's 30%, sorry. My mistake. But let's go ahead and send it. Let's go ahead and send heroes first, because I'm funny. So he hit, what, 18.5, 16.5, somewhere around the first hit. I expect that to go to probably around 80? 80? Yeah, I'm thinking 80 to like 85k on his ult. The hero doesn't matter, we're not testing. Was that 47? What does he get? What's he get? Oh, right, we're type advantage. 110. He's physical too, right? And Veldora is weak against physical. Okay, so if this was like the other predator, like the basic predator battle, maybe 85k. Because we have type advantage and we have the attack advantage. Because all the basic predator battles are weak against magic. So 110k, not bad. Let's move on to an actual fight now. Okay. We are in Crucible Battle 89 because it's one of the few space Crucible battles that doesn't nerf orange or blues. They nerf oranges here, and we got a pretty good starting hand. So I guess we'll just bring in Millum, since that's the whole point. Is Carrion is here to give support either through orb changing or his crit damage boost. So we have to get to a point where we can use said crit damage boost. And I don't even know if we're going to do that, because they just might die. Alright, well, Millum has an ult. That was quick. Let's go ahead and get a stack on her. And then let's swap her out for the hero, I guess. And we'll try and work up to some other blues. So Frey can change you and you. So let's send the Frey cards. Hopefully we get 2 blues coming up, or another blue alongside that one. Well, okay, well that works. So we're gonna use his orb change here to change both those oranges, and then we'll use the hero to get that last green, and then we'll go ahead and send this. We'll send Carrion last, actually. Alright, we got almost 2 Veldora meters built up. I mean, I guess I understand why they gave him a fist, because he is punching the crap out of people, but, like, his ult, he transforms and uses his lance to send a friggin' energy blast, so maybe they could have given him a lance? I don't know. Also, I feel like his health bar is way up there. Like, look at the spacing on that. Look at the spacing on this. I don't really understand why the health bar thinks he's, like, 3 feet taller than what he actually is. I just noticed that. That's kind of funny. Alright, let's go ahead and bring in Millum again for the hero. And then we'll get another stack of Veldora on her. We're just trying to build up enough points right here. Alright, so there's another Veldora, and he's dead. I wonder if that's just like this stage. No, I mean, I didn't really notice it before. Okay, so we've got, what, 3 stacks on her now? Let's get up to some maximum points. So what damage buff are we foregoing here? Is it Space Rimuru? So I think 220 is actually the good amount right here. So we've got 55, 15, 50, so that's 30... Yeah, okay. So we got enough to nuke right here. So let's go ahead and Space Boost, Drago Boost, Crit Damage Boost. And then the hero will come in for Frey. And then we'll use hers. And then we'll use Wind Millum. Okay. So Millum currently has the space attack boost, the other space attack boost, her own attack boost, crit damage, crit rate, and then crit resistance down on Gopta, and this poor dude is just gonna go flying. Oh yeah, okay, we'll watch it too. What are we thinking, like 160? Well, 158. Very, very close. Okay. So then, let's come back and do that again without Carrion. And we'll do like Space Rimuru. And just for that comparison of how much that extra 20% crit damage is giving, and if it's really worth it. So we'll be right back. Okay, we are back. Took a little bit. I made a boo-boo the first time trying to re-record the second run. But we're here now. I forgot that, you know, Space Rimuru's buff is a little bit more expensive than Carrion, so we had to wait a turn and get that extra stack, but then we had to wait for Gopta's 60% defense to go away, so that's why we're on turn 17 now. But we have enough points to use everything that we did from the last fight, you know, minus the whole difference between Rimuru's attack boost and Carrion. So we've used Millim's ult boost. Let's go ahead and bring the other Millim in, and then we'll use everything else. So attack, Drago, attack, and crit. And then we'll see how much Millim hits for now. Last time with everything, she did 158. Let's see what she hits with this. 169.9. Okay, so we definitely do more damage overall with that 20% extra attack that we get from Rimuru, but is it worth having to stack up another time with Veldora to have enough points to use 235? Because if you use 4 stacks of Veldora, 220 points maximum is enough to use 3 big buffs, Drago, and the crit damage, and you're only losing about 10k. And you know what? Getting protection gauge, if you don't get good hands, especially with a unit that doesn't boost protection gauge at all, I mean, we do have the orb changers now, which is great, which Carrion helps with. So, I mean, it is feasible, because now you have 2 orb changers. I think I'm willing to sacrifice that 10k and not have to spend 55 points on another boost, especially if I'm only nuking with one person. Now, if you're looking to, you know, increase with everybody, then Rimuru is still going to be good, because, you know, the hero still can hit very, very hard with an AoE, but she doesn't have an attack boost on herself like Space Millim does. So that's good to know. Let's move on to the next test. Alright, we are here for the final part of the video in Tempered Edge EX2. I'm going to try and use him as the nuker instead of Space Millim, because obviously we know that Space Millim can almost one-shot this poor Millim over there. But I do want to see what he can do with all of his boosts up in a normal scenario. We know he's a good supporter, but he's also single target, so why not take advantage of that? Let's go ahead and get you out of here, though, and we'll bring you in when we have a few more cards. So I'm going to use these orange. No, I'm going to use these. Maybe we can get that green and then a blue to pop in. And okay, I'm always countered. I am always countered. We have more greens. Excellent. Alright, come on. Work with me here. Oh my god, the counters today are... I'm gonna lose my mind. Frey's taking a lot of damage. Okay, so... let's bring Carrion in for... let's use this first. I don't have enough for everything. What's coming in next? Another orange. Let's go ahead and do that. Whatever. Okay. Bring Carrion in for Frey, looks like. Yep. So we'll do that. We'll stack first. And now we shall use all of this. Pop, 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 pop. Alright, we gotta get him stacked up as much as possible. We have to keep using his orb change. That is a whole hand of green, almost. Okay, I don't want you to die, so let's bring you in. Oh, okay. The game is losing its mind with counters right now. Who gets hit? Millim, that's fine. She really hates herself. Ooh, perfect. Alright, let's use Carrion's orb change here. And then let's use the stack. Now we'll pop, 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 pop. Sending Carrion last because it's his showcase, even though he does significantly less damage. Alright. How high are we going to have to go for Carrion to one-shot? Probably very high. So there's yet another stack. We can at least get his ult now. And then some. We've used, what, 3 or 2? Okay. People are getting hurt. Do not appreciate. Okay, so another Veldora stack. Alright. Pop, pop, pop. Maximum points 260 now. How much health does she have? 154. And you are stacked up to 52%. I think we still need one more. Want one more Veldora stack, unless people are really gonna die. Okay, as long as you don't die, I think we'll be okay. Yeah, okay, so let's do... Was that a green? That's a green. Let's do that. We can probably make all that back. Yes, alright, perfect. So obviously we didn't need 260 points to use everything, but I wanted that other stack. Please don't kill. Okay, Frey's fine. Alright, here we go. Let's see if we can one-shot this Milim now. So we're going to ult boost and crit damage up. Does she have guard up? No, she doesn't have guard up. And now we'll bring in the hero, who has no cards. Okay, awesome. Use that. Do we use the rewind? We might as well, right? We have enough to use everything. Because we don't need the Drago, because we're not nuking with Milim. And then we'll get you in for the space boost itself. Alright, so can we kill 135-7? Let's find out. 93-7, no. And a counter, because why not? And a 14-1, we get almost down, but then we can rewind back and then we can finish her off because we have all these buffs still. Don't get the ult, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and send these 2 Milim cards. And there we go. Okay, so 93k. Obviously, like, we know Space Milim would have hit like 140 something with her own self. So definitely he is a very decent supporter. Maybe he can substitute as a damage dealer if you have to, but I think that his value with that extra crit damage being only 15 points makes him more viable on this team if you have everyone. If you have, you know, Milim, and you have Hero, and you have Frey, and you have Space Rimuru, and you have, who else is on the team? Like the ult booster, when Milim, Dark Veldora, whoever. I think you can cut out Space Rimuru because you're going to want to nuke with the new Milim, and she already gives herself an attack boost. So we don't really need to double up on that. Yes, it's stronger, but 15 points versus 55 points, it's a big difference, and I would rather probably use that than Space Rimuru, and I'll give Space Rimuru as a link to someone like the hero. But overall, I think Carrion is a very good unit, but I don't think you should summon for him right now. Like, if you don't have him and you have the rest of them, you're going to do just fine. But if you're like, do I want Carrion? Is he really that good? It's like, well, you can hold off. Hold your crystals, wait for that third banner to come out, see who it is, see how broken they are, and if they're not, and you're still missing people on the first triple unit banner, I would still summon for them. That's still the biggest bang for your buck right there, because all 3 of those units are really good. But let me know in the comments what you guys think about this new Carrion, if you've pulled him, or if you're thinking about pulling him, what you like or dislike about him. that's it for me, guys. Take it easy, and I'll see you later.